couple really enjoyable guys in camp. Ken, 67, he played when he was younger, but he took off for work, and now that he's retired at 67, he wants to get into it. Look how jammed he is on these. Ken, your lower body looks great, your stride looks great, your rotation, but you aren't throwing your hands and the axe snap through the ball, into and through the ball. Your arms are jammed in. And that's what we want to do. The strongest motions we can have is to have our hips to our hands. And then when you get the impact here, you're not looking at the bottom of the ball. You're not keeping your bat head cutting through the bottom. You're right over the top a lot. See Jeremiah's swing rather. You've got to want to punch through the bottom of the ball. You almost get there, but then you start to roll over early. So that was another problem that you had. And I could see that when we went through the perfect snaps, you had some trouble. So you want to make sure you throw that axe snap and the bat head through the bottom half of the ball so we can underspin. Now, Rick is 74, retired Vietnam era Navy captain. Thank you for your service, sir. And watch how the hands don't come back. Your hands don't come back here. See how on the good swing here, it comes back, and yours stay right at your chest level and down. The knob is down, so you have to redirect and use a lot of force. It's like you're punching something without pulling your hand back, or throwing a ball without pulling your hand all the way back. And I think it really messes up the second part of your swing here. One thing is, look at there again, how you throw the hands and throw the bat head through, making sure your top hand snaps past the bottom when you throw. You're starting off in a really poor position there, Rick, and then when you throw, your hands almost stop at impact. You're not whipping the top wrist past the bottom. So we go through the drill here, both of you, where we try to just get the feeling of the throwing the bat head and having the top hand flip past the bottom. And even on this drill here, when you look, Rick, you're not getting through all the way. I don't know if your left wrist is a lack of flexibility, but you could get through a little bit more dramatically. Same thing here. Watch you kind of bounce at the end. We want to make sure that we flick all the way through. Then we want to throw the bat. Ken, we want to throw the bat all the way. Get your arms thrown by the hips and the shoulder rotation, and make sure they get straight. Again, your hands back a little bit better, and you're flicking it through a little bit better there. Thought that maybe the swing simulator would really help you get those arms thrown out. And then working off the tee with the seated tee drills. You can look at your arms here, Ken, they're jammed up still, but watch your lead arm in particular. You're not throwing through all the way. You want to be throwing that bat head through the bottom half of the ball. And you get there and you just kind of stop. Now here's where you really shined, Rick. This is a 4.5-pound Jimmer stick, and this is absolutely phenomenal. I know you like to go backside a lot. Look at the arm extension, the rotation. Look at the snap through. I'd highly recommend getting one of those because that was money for you. Then when you went to the tee, same position. Look at the swing. Absolutely awesome. Just keep working on that, and you weren't trying to lift it. And look at how far back your hands are. That's the biggest difference that I see. Your hands are back. You can throw faster and harder and down at the ball. And then look at rotation, throwing to the hands, hand path down to the point of impact, and then snapping through. The hand path down to impact. Now watch here, and then you get out live and see there's a tendency to go back to try to lift it. Right here. This is what you need to do on those lower pitches that you went backside. And you did it well in the simulated game later on, so that was awesome. Again, the hands are starting to come back better, which is great. And if you look here, you're just, again, not getting the snap through. Watch the wrists. They make impact and they almost stop. See that? The top hand doesn't flick past the bottom. So we want to really work on throwing the top hand past the bottom to finish off that snap. Watch. Everything looks good to here. You're right at the point of contact, but the bat head drops below. Your hands still haven't changed position. So again, I think it kind of goes back to here and back to here. We want to make sure we get that flick through. Flick those wrists, change position, let that bat whip through as your hips are throwing the hands towards the point of impact. Just a little bit early on that pitch there, with a lower pitch, and again, no snap through. So here your hand path comes down better, we're flatter, and that's a good contact on that ball, so just need some work on it. Now going backside, you do a really good job of driving it with good crisp authority. And again, I think working the tee, working your point of contact, the center field or backside is going to be money for you. This drill really works well. Again, just trying to, one of the last side shots I have here, I'm trying to show you how to get that flick through level. In the very next swing, you just get the feeling of it. That's a good ball. Not 100%, but watch how much better the wrist snap through, and watch how much better the bat stays up. See the wrist snapping through there? So, couple simple things to work on, but you hit great in the live hitting afterwards. So, really enjoyed it, and phenomenal job. 74 years old, you're in great shape. Now, working back with you, Ken, off the tee here, watch how your lead arm and your hands are just a little bit jammed yet. They come up a little bit, then your hand position continues back down. You've got to really keep them looser, drive them more, let them extend more. You're really a tightly built guy, very fit physically and muscle bound almost to some extent. Good swing there. Hand path came down just like off the tee, just early and rolled up over the top. So we want to really work on making sure we snap all the way through, yet stay in that rotation. If your arms short arm it, there's a tendency to roll over the top. So continue to work on it. You get better and better. That's a better ball right there, trying to beat it in the ground. If we can come through and snap a little crisper, you can see your lead arm isn't quite extended. It's just a matter of arm extension for you because you have the right path with the hand path. That's better there. And jimmer stick for you too. Watch how much better you get through that. You're trying to swing down to it, take the hand path down, and the jimmer stick is 4.5 pounds. It makes you extend your arm. So absolutely for you, the jimmer stick was a huge key in your success. There's a great ball-driven backside. And here's just about as perfect a swing as you can get. Look at this. Good cut swing. Hand path comes down. So awesome. Let's take a look at the exit speed increases, and great to have you guys in camp. Better. There you go.
Great hit.
There you go.
That's a good ball.
Oh, nice shot.
Throwing my hands at the ball, I think the biggest thing is to try to get more velocity and consistency in my swing.
That's a great ball.
God. Oh, nice swing.
Nice.
Good idea. Got it.
There you go.
Good swing. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, man.
Great ball.
Well, more rotation, more shoulder, and both hands. I was kind of pulling it with my left and just letting this one for a ride. Now I'm trying to snap it down with both of them.